If there is a clear difference in the appearance of those two individuals, does that play a role in their performance and ultimately their success at their jobs? Hi, this is Dr. Bob Hariri from Piloting Health, and I had the pleasure today of talking with Thomas DeLauer, one of our most popular fitness and health and wellness experts, a specimen in his own right. And we got into the discussion about the four pillars of longevity, the ones that I often speak of: preservation of high performance mobility, preservation of high performance cognitive function, preservation of high performance immunity, and preservation of youthful aesthetics. And we began to kind of touch on the topic of aesthetics because it's often disconnected from the overall efforts we're undertaking in the other pillars. Now, it's interesting. One thing which I've learned, I mean, as a trauma surgeon, guy who focused on head and spinal cord injury, I didn't think a lot about aesthetics during my training, but I often had deep conversations with some of my colleagues who decided to pursue careers in cosmetic and reconstructive surgery. And what I began to realize early on was that those professionals play a very, very important role in enhancing the quality of life of their patients. And so it's interesting, when you come down and think about it, why are youthful aesthetics important? Well, I think they're important for a couple of reasons. Number one, there is a clear connection between a person's mental state, the quality of their mental state, and their overall health. Happy people are healthier people. And there's clear connectivity between a person's perception of themselves when they look in the mirror and how they interact with their community, their environment, their loved ones, their peers. And there's something to be said about allowing them to have access to tools which maximize the quality of their aesthetics. Looking good and feeling good, in my mind, go hand in hand. And what this really comes down to is, it's obvious that plastic surgeons can use some of their skills to surgically change a person's appearance and improve a person's appearance. But as you know, the tools that we have to deploy, everything from things like Botox, which help mitigate wrinkles, and fillers, which help augment contours, all of these things are at the disposal of clinicians today, and the future holds a great deal in the use of regenerative therapies, stem cells, derivative stem cells, other biologically active products in order to improve the quality of skin, hair, nails, etc. All of these things contribute to the overall mission of maximizing appearance and focusing on the aesthetic benefits from these technologies. Now, Thomas and I were chatting about the overall impact of preserving and improving a youthful appearance, and what does that mean in the general life story of an individual. Well, there's no doubt that we live in a socially competitive environment, and that being able to maintain youthful aesthetics, particularly in people who are in the workforce, they're out in society, that allows them to compete effectively with their peers, in many cases younger peers, without feeling that they are somehow beyond the quality of these competitive elements of the community. So let me give you an example. Two executives, one's a 45-year-old executive, another's a 65-year-old executive. If there is a clear difference in the appearance of those two individuals, does that play a role in their performance and ultimately their success at their jobs? Well, statistics seem to indicate that it does, and that for an executive, being able to maintain a youthful enough and vibrant enough persona will actually translate into ability to compete and be successful in the workforce. Now, some may say that that's superficial, but it is reality. And so there's no doubt that being able to compete socially and professionally with younger peers does have an element where appearance plays a role. It's one of the reasons why we do believe that feeling good and looking good go hand in hand. I'm happy to say that a lot of the technology that we've been developing using cells derived from newborns, biomaterials derived from newborns, can play a role in this overall quest to maximize appearance and preserve a youthful aesthetic. And the truth is that it's one of the largest and most important industries for consumers today. You can't pass a department store and not see breakthroughs in products being made available to preserve quality of skin, quality of hair, nails, etc. So that's one of the topics that we're going to continue to cover here at Piloting Health, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you breakthroughs as we begin to advance some of our technologies into discrete applications for hair restoration and growth, improved skin quality, mitigation of wrinkles, and even in ways of improving the overall contour of skin, particularly in the face and in other highly visible areas.